Group 1-2, we're going to be doing a scissor skills activity sheet today because I want to see how well you can cut on online. So you're going to need today your scissor skills sheet, you're going to need your visual diary to stick this into, and a glue stick and some scissors. So open up to the next clean page in your visual diary, and this just happens to be my front page because I haven't used this one yet. And what we're going to do, we're going to start by cutting out our straight lines first. So remember, when we're cutting out, we have our scissors pointing away from us, and we're slowly cutting along the straight line. So my scissors are pointing away and I'm holding my paper in the other hand. We're going to leave these curly ones for just a little bit later. So I'm just going to pop them just under that page so I don't lose them. Just poking out so I know where they are. So I'm going to cut as straight as I can. Can you see I'm trying to cut exactly on the straight line? Now, as soon as I cut a strip out, I'm going to glue it into my book. So I'm just going to put glue on this end and glue on this end. You don't need to put it all the way along. As long as you put a lot of glue on either end, and I'm going to stick that at the top. Whoop. There you go, it's looking good. Can you see how I'm cutting slowly and neatly? And I'm taking nice, long, slow cuts. Okay, so that's my second one. As soon as I've cut it off, I get my glue stick out, big blob on either end, and I just flip that over and stick it down. Leave a little bit of a gap so I can see your nice neat cutting. Alright, now we're going to have a go at these zigzag lines. So what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to turn my hand to cut these. I'm going to turn my paper so that the line is lined up with my scissors. I'm going to cut down to here. I'm going to stop when I get to the point, and I'm going to turn my paper like here, and you want to be right, if you can, right down the middle of that black line. Oh, that would be so good if you did that. Right down the middle. Curvy lines. Now this one's interesting, cutting curvy lines. When I cut curvy lines, I do little cuts like this. So I start on my scissors and I just make little cuts, and as I'm cutting, can you see I'm turning my paper? It's like a little baby bird, just making little cuts like that. And I've got my scissors open nearly all the way. Trying to stay down the middle of that line. I'm not having a chat with the person next to me because I really need to concentrate on getting this as even and straight as I can. If you don't get them in this order, that's fine. And if they don't fit quite on one page, you can go over 2 pages. That's okay. Now the bit I've got left here, I've got these 3 circles. So what I'm going to do with these circles, and this is what we always do when we cut circles, is we don't leave this in one big piece. I'm actually going to cut these 3 circles into 3 separate pieces of paper. So we've just got 1 circle on each piece of paper. And now we're going to do the same thing, little baby bird motions, and this hand is doing all the work. My scissors are just doing this, okay, pointing forwards. My other hand is steering. It's turning the paper so that that black line is always going into the blade. Now, so far we've stuck everything down on the sheet. This time, we don't want the scrap stuff around the scissors. We don't want that bit. That bit can go. You can stick your 3 dots down the bottom. There's one. That's it. Let's see how you go, guys. Let's see how you go doing your scissor skills sheet.